This is either going to be the biggest waste of money or the biggest slay! And wouldn't you know it, I already screwed it up! Biscuits, I am not a fan of the multi-pass system here at Walt Disney World, but you know what? It is time to put it to the test again, and we are going to start at my favorite park in all of Walt Disney World, Animal Kingdom, and we are going to see just how many rides we can not only get here, but at the other parks for the rest of the day. We gotta get going. It's 11:50, our first lightning lane is at 12:30, so we're gonna walk and talk about how we're gonna try to slay our day. Let's hit it. You can use the multi-pass to park hop. So by starting at Animal Kingdom, that's the least expensive park. So I paid $19 where I believe Magic Kingdom today was $27. So the fact that I can pay that price and Animal Kingdom opens the earliest and then park hop and I'm able to use it at other parks, I also think that is a tremendous benefit. But let's also see how many rides we're able to get in total. Okay. We are scanned in, we are on our way, and we have our first unbelievable sighting of the day. Divine is out. This is a great thing about coming in a little later in the morning, is many times you will get to see Divine here right at the entryway, and the interactions you get to see and just how artistic and beautiful she is. This is always going to be one of the highlights of the morning.
Bye-bye. For sure.
Let's get into some of the lightning lane basics. So when can you book? If you are a Walt Disney World Resort guest, you can make your reservations beginning 7 days from your resort stay. If you are a non-resort guest, you can start making your selections 3 days before your park day, both of which are at 7 a.m. in the morning. So make sure you are setting those alarms for first thing in the morning at 7 a.m. At 3 of the 4 parks, there is a tiered ride system. Here at Animal Kingdom, there are no tiers as Avatar Flight of Passage is a pay-per-ride experience if you want to skip the line. At the other parks, you are going to have a Tier 1 section and a Tier 2. You are able to select 1 attraction from Tier 1 and 2 attractions from Tier 2 for 3 reservations total, and you are not going to be able to make another reservation at your current park or another park until you physically scan in for that first reservation of the day. Let's circle back really quick to how I screwed this up. So this right here that I'm inserting right now because I am an editing pro, no I'm not, this is me reserving this morning. I can't remember what the timestamp says, but I was in the process of reserving my attractions starting at 11:30, and then I got to the park, I'm getting my Joffreys, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit confirm. So none of those attractions stayed, so I actually just had to rebook, and I modified in for these times that are all at 12:30, which honestly, given how many hours have passed since I've booked it, is a total slay. So far, we are off to a good start. I am nowhere near sold on the idea of multi-pass yet, but I have some optimism going into the day now. Make sure you confirm everything and pay for everything so you know that you are set and ready to go. Don't do what I did and show up at the park thinking you have reservations ready to go and you in fact have nothing. Speaking of, our first reservation of the day is one of my favorite things to do here at Animal Kingdom, one of the best shows at all of Walt Disney World, Festival of the Lion King, and I'm excited because I've never used a lightning lane with this, and I'm hoping that with the lightning lane, I might be able to access the kind of on-stage benches to have a prime front row seat. So let's head over. It's about noon. The show's at 12:30. We can get scanned in pretty soon. Let's go enjoy Festival of the Lion King. In the excitement and hustle of being in my favorite park dares, I forgot that a 12:30 scan-in means a 1 p.m. show. So we have about 30 minutes, about 30 minutes until we can scan in, which allows me to do a couple things. Number one, potentially get a little snacky poo because I am very hungry. I get to finish the rest of my coffee, and then I can start strategizing and potentially modifying some of the times, which right now I really don't have to do just with how close they are stacked together. But Navi River Journey, which I would have gotten this morning, has been showing out. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that to see if we're gonna be able to book it at some point. Let's get a little snack, let's enjoy the rest of our coffee, let's see what the rest of the lightning lanes are looking like, and then we'll get back to Lion King. Biscuits, thanks to some pixie dust over here at Festival of the Lion King. Cast members, I love y'all. Thank you so much. Not only was I able to modify out of Lion King, but I was just able to get a Navi River journey to pop up for 125 after it's been showing out. So after Lion King, we are going to be hitting the ground running. We've got Kilimanjaro Safari beginning at 12:30, Expedition Everest beginning at 12:35, and then Navi River Journey beginning at 125. Okay, all right, Multipass, like I see you. I'm still not set, but I see you. I forgot to mention that when you purchase Multipass at Walt Disney World, PhotoPass comes along with that purchase, so make sure to plan for that and take advantage of all the incredible photo spots that not only this park, but the rest of the parks have to offer.
You are going to be right here.
Oh my gosh, right here?
Right there.
Thank you!
Coming with me, all right?
This is quite literally a dream come true. I never really thought I was gonna be able to sit in this area again. Cast members, thank you. I love you. This is a magic moment that I could and will never forget. I am so excited to get to be here and I cannot wait to watch the show. I love y'all, thank you!
All together now.
1, 2, 3.
It is going to be near impossible to ever top that experience at the Lion King. It is just so incredible. Every time you see the show, you feel the heart, you feel the passion, and this telling of such a beloved story in a shortened way is perfect. In every sense, I love it. I always have to see it when I come to the park. A day at Animal Kingdom is never complete without going to see Festival of the Lion King. Ah, so incredible! Vario, I love you. Thank you so much for that magic moment. You are the best. Thank you! We just made it over to Kilimanjaro Safari. It is time to scan in for Lightning Lane number 2, and then we're gonna get booking on our next attraction, and then we're pretty close to being able to start booking over at some of the other parks. So let's knock these 3 rides out back to back. It's time to ride. All right, so we are scanned in for Safari. Oh, we need to get Dinosaur. Let's get a hold on Dinosaur since we do not yet have that. Oh, I forgot to do Plan My Day, which just makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, so we've got Dinosaur for 3:15. That is gonna be our next ride to try to refresh up a little bit further. So we are all set, and I think we're pretty much gonna walk right onto the ride. It does stop right up here, but we'll be on in the next 5 minutes. We are set. So after this, we're gonna hit Expedition Everest, then Navi River Journey, and then I'm gonna get to work on modifying for an earlier time for Dinosaur. Let's see what we can get. And then refreshing works exactly the same as Genie Plus used to, and I honestly did not know that. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if an earlier time pops up for Dinosaur. Oh, we missed it. There was a 220 that popped up. Let's try again. Let's go! I was just able to modify Dinosaur to 215. All right, Multipass. As we are about to board Kilimanjaro Safari, this is my current stack of lightning lanes. Again, all of which I started getting a little after 11:30 a.m. So I say slay.
Alrighty, welcome everyone and good afternoon. My name's Ryan and I'll be your safari guide today as we make our way through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Very wide indeed. On some greater kudu up ahead of us here to our left as well. And they are unfortunately poached out in the wild for their horns, which are made of keratin, the same material you should have seen. They mainly eat fish, but they are known to eat anything and everything that 1,000 miles during their migration season. Babies can dip in their fingers. They're going to use their tongues to grasp at leaves and twigs over their heads. Pretty thick and tough on the surface there, but it is in fact truly very sensitive. They're going to head back there. The elephant is just over 1 year old, the baby elephant. She was born December of 2023. Now, an elephant is pregnant for 22 months, believe it or not. That's something that's pink of the flamingo species. They'll get their pink color from the brine shrimp that they love to eat at the beginning of our safari, and that's because they received their name, White Rhino, from...
That was undoubtedly the best safari I have had in a long time. I still have yet to get to see the new lions. The lions were not out today, or I shouldn't say they aren't out today. I just did not get to see them. But aside from that, we saw everything. We even had a little bit of a glimpse at baby Cora. I have not seen Cora in a while, but right as we pulled up, she left the watering hole and went behind the rock. Phenomenal safari, another must-do attraction in all of Walt Disney World. And speaking of must-dos, I said this in my last video, this is the best photo spot location here with the Tree of Life. There's also some good space over here, but there's usually a photo pass CM over here. Beautiful photos, unobstructed with no people. Please make sure you're getting your photo passes there. But then if you want to come here and get this perspective, it is just as good too. Now, Biscuits, we are on our way to Expedition Everest, and I think after I scan in for Everest, I can start booking over at Hollywood Studios. That's gonna be my second park. I'm gonna try to get Tower of Terror first, or I have to take a look at what the lightning lanes are looking at. But after we knock out this and then Dinosaur, Navi River Journey, I put in a mobile order at Flame Tree to try the sampler, and then we're gonna get out of here and head over to Hollywood Studios. We're slaying today. Let's continue to slay and see how much we can do at Hollywood Studios too after we leave here. Let's go. So we are scanned in. We're gonna hop over to Hollywood Studios and let's see if we can get a hold on a ride. Let's go down to Tower and see where Tower's at. Tower is showing out, so we're just gonna have to get a safety book somewhere. Star Tours, I might just do Mania or Runaway Railway. Let's hold Runaway Railway and then we'll see what we can do after that. But oh boy, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So now with Toy Story Mania reserved, as we're refreshing, we can at least look to see when and if other times pop up on the other attractions. I do not think that Slinky Dog is going to come up. I don't think our luck is going to be that good, but we're going to try. If we're even able to get a couple rides over at Hollywood Studios, I'm going to be really happy with that. But I got to get geared up, got to get my GoPro on, and let's enjoy our ride on Expedition Everest. boys another incredible front row ride on Expedition Everest. But y'all, I looked at the clock, we really gotta hustle buns because I think I'm gonna be late to not only one, but potentially 2 lightning lanes, and then also my Flame Tree barbecue pickup. So I might have to push Flame Tree back. We're just over here at Dinosaur. I don't think I'm gonna be getting on before my Flame Tree window closes. And then we've got Navi after that. No luck refreshing yet for anything over at Hollywood Studios, but we're still gonna try. Every big attraction is showing out right now except for Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. So we're still gonna hold out hope, but for now, let's get on Dinosaur, have some food, get on Navi, and then bounce. If I'm being honest, and I know I can be honest with you all, I think the saddest thing about Dinosaur leaving is that we're going to lose Daddy Seeker too.
And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
Identify!
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! 4-wheel drive, move it!
Warning, meteor strike.
Evasive maneuver! Left, right, That was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find him before security does. Thanks for everything!
This ride on Dinosaur, for whatever reason, seemed brighter. Like, I felt like you could see everything completely, where sometimes what I think can be so scary about this ride, especially for people that don't know what to expect, is that it is so dark, it is very loud, there are lots of lighting effects, and things just kind of pop up out of nowhere. But to be able to go through the circuit of the ride and to be able to really see a lot of the dinosaurs, that worked to the benefit mostly. And then in other ways, it was a little bit of a peek behind the corner, that is not a saying. It is a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, which for me, that right there is the magic alone. I love getting to see the intricacies and whatnot and how things function behind the curtain. But amazing. I'm going to miss it. But I know Indiana Jones is going to make Dinosaur very, very proud. Anyway, we are on to get some food at Flame Tree. I absolutely missed my slot over at Navi, but I'm gonna still see if it's possible to head over there and to sign, why am I saying sign in? To scan in after I eat at Flame Tree, and then we're gonna get out of here and we're going to hustle over to Hollywood Studios. I still have not been able to refresh for any earlier times, but we are not gonna live, all right, biscuits, we're not gonna lose hope. Let's just get to, sometimes you just gotta know when to quit. Sometimes you literally just have to know when to stop talking, and sometimes I just have the gift of gab. I can just gab, and then half the time it doesn't make any sense, and here we are. Food is ready, and I'm so excited about this because I only did the chicken last time, but now we're going to be doing the chicken, the pork, and the ribs with, I think I got baked beans and coleslaw. I am so hungry, and I am so excited for this. And this honestly might be the quietest I have ever seen Flame Tree barbecue. Can we first take a second to just say how good this looks, but also how this might be the best lunch view you are going to get in all of Walt Disney World? I mean, come on. Yeah, if you're a meat eater, that's the way to do it here at Flame Tree, just because you get a little bit of everything. Now, the chicken this time was actually a little on the underwhelming side, but the barbecue pork, delicious, super, super moist. Really enjoyed that. And then the ribs with minimal excessive force. The bone kind of slipped right out. And again, the meat was very, very tender. I'm gonna say slay to that. While Flame Tree is still not my favorite place here, that's gonna belong to the likes of Nomad Lounge, Tiffin's. Tusker House is also an amazing character dining, and I really enjoy the food. Flame Tree has definitely come up the rankings, but I know that this is a lot of people's favorite when they come to visit the park. Really great lunch. I'm feeling much more energized. Let's head over to Navi. I am so late. Let's see if I'm gonna be able to scan in. If not, I will rebook something else over at Hollywood Studios. We'll hop out of here and we'll get to stepping over to Studios. And we have scanned in for Navi River Journey. Oh my goodness, I got a book for Hollywood Studios. I gotta get a hold on at least something. But thank you so much to the cast members. Again, I was running late, and if you're running late, things happen throughout the day. Speak to one of the cast members, say please and say thank you, and I'm sure they'll do whatever they can to help you out. But if for whatever reason you're not able to go through, say thank you, walk away, rebook something else, and continue on with your day. But for now, let's get on Navi River Journey, and here's the question. Screen or shaman? Screen or shaman? Let's find out. And just like that, we're done with Animal Kingdom. We did not do Tough to Be a Bug. Tough to Be a Bug wasn't going to be a challenge. I could get that for any time. And then Cali River Rapids is not available. And then Finding Nemo, the show, also would not have been a difficult task to get that. So we are going to hustle buns our way over to Hollywood Studios. I was able to get alien swirling saucers for 6 p.m. And then right before getting on Navi River Journey, I refreshed it to 420. So best case scenario, while we're en route over there, I'll be able to modify to something else like Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, maybe even Slinky Dog Dash. Probably not, but here's the hoping. And then also a good case scenario, but not quite as good as the other scenario, is that we just go on alien swirling saucers and then we try to book something else for our next attraction like Star Tours, maybe even Muppet Vision. But let's see how many we can knock out. But for now, we gotta get to stepping. I'll see you over at Studios, Biscuits. Wait a minute, that was a premature goodbye. Everybody say goodbye to the best park of Walt Disney World. Bye, Animal Kingdom. Bye, best park. Okay, now I will see you over at Hollywood Studios. Bye. We're not at Hollywood Studios yet, but I just walked over here to the bus stop. The bus not only just pulled up, I was able to just pull a 355 lightning lane for Tower of Terror. And it's 355 quite literally right now. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be making it onto this bus, but Multipass, you know what you're trying to do today, boo. You really know what you're trying to do. I'm still not on good terms with you, but you're winning me over a little bit. Okay, now I will see you over at Hollywood Studios. Bye. Biscuits, I'm still in line for the bus over at Animal Kingdom. It's 4:07, but you are never gonna believe what I just pulled. 4:30 p.m. for Slinky Dog Dash. Slay! So we'll be going on Slinky Dog Dash. I have Toy Story right now for 4:45 and Tower of Terror at 3:55. I'm gonna see if I can get that Toy Story Mania over to Rock and Roller Coaster, but y'all, I didn't think there was any way possible that we were gonna pull Slinky Dog, and we just did it. This is massive. Okay, now I'll actually see you over at Hollywood Studios. Bye. Oh, Biscuits, it is 4:18 and we are now just getting on the bus over to Hollywood Studios. 4:36 p.m. and we have arrived at Hollywood Studios, and I was so close to getting a Rock and Roller Coaster. It popped up once when I was refreshing for 8:30 and I wasn't quick enough to get it, but that gives me some hope that it's gonna be possible to maybe snag it. So I refuse to be late for a second Lightning Lane, Biscuits. We have until 4:55 or technically 5 p.m. to scan in for Hollywood Studios. Where am I? Who am I? Who is she? for Tower of Terror, my goodness. And then we're gonna hit Toy Story Mania, and then we're gonna hit Slinky Dog Dash. We're gonna hold Alien Swirling Saucers first, and we're gonna use that to try to refresh for Rock and Roller Coaster. So in we go, let's scan in and let's get to Tower. We made it, y'all. Let's go scan in for Tower. So remember here at Tower of Terror, there are 2 touch points. So after you scan in at the first touch point outside, you still have to go inside and scan in at that next touch point. So if you have 3 lightning lanes, you're not gonna be able to book after you hit that first touch point. You have to wait until you get inside and hit that second touch point.
This elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs. Thank you.
When it comes to merch, we look, we walk. We look, we walk, because if we stop walking, we buy something, so we always gotta keep moving. I haven't had that cycle in a really, really long time, and it's good. Like, borderline my new favorite cycle good. Maybe that's just because I haven't had it in so long, but that was amazing. And it's all the more better when you're riding with people that have never been on it before. Same with Guardians of the Galaxy. It makes the ride that much more fun. Speaking of, it is time to head to Toy Story Mania. Again, I did a safety hold on Alien Swirling Saucers. Haven't been able to refresh that earlier or over to Rock and Roller Coaster. I've seen nothing pop up again for Rock and Roller Coaster since at 8:30 when I was on the bus. But for now, Toy Story Mania. My goal is to get as many of the bonuses as possible and to get over 200,000. I don't think I've hit 300,000 yet solo, so that would be a lofty goal. But who knows? We'll have to see what happens, my dears. And then after that, we're gonna get on to Slinky Dog Dash. Our safety hold after Mania is going to be Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So we've got the plan in motion, we're ready to slay, and I think we're gonna need another coffee if we're gonna continue to slay harder for the rest of the evening. So let's get over to Mania.
Welcome, new toys. Hope you've got fresh batteries, because playtime here goes on and on and on.
So starting with not so much of a sleigh, I'm in line for Toy Story Mania and it went down to half capacity and I haven't moved in about 10 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. But now to go with a major sleigh, we just got Rock and Roller Coaster! I just got a time for 6:35. I'm gonna leave that for now. I might try to make that earlier and just refresh it a little bit to see if something else pops up, because now that I have a guaranteed time, I'll be able to refresh it while it sits at the top of the screen, so I'll be able to see really quickly if another time pops up. But then I also have a Millennium Falcon booked right now that I'm gonna try to get Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which right now is also showing out. Y'all, I'm coming around. I'm coming around to Multipass. The fact that I've been able to pull all of these lightning lanes, day of, sleigh, didn't think was gonna happen. I honestly thought I was gonna be done by now, but y'all, let's, ew, okay, y'all bye. Y'all, I also just snagged Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway beginning in 7:25. What? I have officially and successfully booked every single major attraction in this park. I can't. I'm flabbergasted, because my first time trying this, I was like, I'm never gonna do this again. What an awful system. but I don't know if they have just changed things around. They adapt their numbers a little bit more frequently. I don't know what, but this has been one of the biggest sleighs of a day with Lightning Lane that I've ever had. So let's get on Toy Story Mania and slay it! I ride Toy Story Mania here so infrequently that I forget that this side exists, and this boarding area is so pretty. Oh, I love it. All right, so in the first area, we've got to get the house, we got to get the targets on the side, and then we got to get the house to flip over and get all of the mice. Let's go. 26,300, not that bad, but we've got a lot of work to do. Next, we got to get the volcano and the meteors. Let's go! 68,200, not bad. More work to do. 107,200. We got the plate bonus. Now we got to get the aliens down. Didn't get the rings down. 127,700. Oh, no biscuits. It's going to be right on the cusp. Let's see. Yeah! 237,500. Let's go! Quite honestly, this might be one of my best scores. If I would have gotten the aliens down, I would have had the high score of the hour, but that was a total slay! I'm late for Slinky Dog Dash. I think it's gonna be okay. There is a 5-minute grace period, I think, but we may have to talk to the cast member just to make sure I'm able to get on, but my bad. Look at this line we're skipping! The tip board says 55 minutes. That's not a 55-minute wait, y'all. That hasn't been bumped up yet. And then also with Slinky Dog Dash, 2 touch points. So you cannot reserve another lightning lane until you hit that touch point over here, the second touch point. Which, if that wasn't evident by me saying 2 touch points, and I don't know what is, Dares, my goodness, it's time for another coffee. Slinky was not on my bingo card at all today, Biscuits. So the fact that we were able to get on it is unbelievable. And look, I love riding this attraction at night, but dusk really might be it. That is probably the most beautiful ride I have ever had on this attraction. Don't get me wrong, nighttime is still fantastic and it changes the ride completely, but dusk, loved that. Speaking of, let's wander through Galaxy's Edge. I was able to get Star Tours for literally right now. So we're gonna walk through Galaxy's Edge, see if there are any characters out, see how the line for Rise of the Resistance is looking, and then we are gonna make our way over to Star Tours. And after we scan in for Star Tours, all we have left is either Muppets and Alien Swirling Saucers, which to me is nuts that we were able to accomplish or are going to be able to accomplish this much buying Multipass the day of, let alone later in the day. So, slay. Whoop, I forgot Millennium Falcon, which I already had booked and swapped for, I think, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm gonna hold Millennium Falcon again. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily gonna ride it. It's not my favorite attraction, but I will hold it because who knows, maybe we will come and ride it because we might have some time. before we can get on, I can't remember which one's later, Runaway Railway or Rock and Roller Coaster. Either way, we may have a little bit of time, and then maybe just take a seat because we have been going nonstop, and you gotta remember to slow down sometimes. Not when we're doing Genie Plus challenges. No, it's not Genie Plus, it's Multipass, but just remember to take breaks and slow down and hydrate and take care of yourselves, okay? Wow, so right now, Rise of the Resistance is showing a 50-minute queue, but look at this. There is no exterior line right now. Now the difference between here and Disneyland is that the inside queue here at Rise of the Resistance is longer than the inside queue at Disneyland. I'm not sure by how far, so while this might be a 50-minute wait, I think the rule still applies, y'all. If the line's outside, run and hide. If the line's inside, we gonna ride. I would get in the standby for that, but there is also the single rider line, which functions perfectly. I would love to get to see that at Disneyland as well, but right now, really not that bad. A couple things we gotta cover before getting in line for Star Tours. Number one, we're going for the Rebel Spy. So we're gonna do what the thing said I am from TikTok. I hope my new friend that I just met sees this because your energy is everything. Thank you so much for saying hi. Back to business. So I'm gonna be the Rebel Spy this time. I'm gonna listen to what people have been saying. Number one, I'm not gonna put the glasses on. Number two, I'm gonna have a dumb look on my face, which, you know, a lot of you are probably gonna say, Jeremy, you always have a dumb look on your face, dear, which all I can say is, you're correct. I usually do. So I think if I just sit there and look like this, hopefully I'll have some luck. We'll see what happens. And then number two, we had Mando and Grogu last time. I think this time we're getting Leia. I think my girl Leia is gonna come through. Let's see who we're gonna get on Star Tours. Yes, Lightning Lane, slay! We made it into row 5. I held alien swirling saucers for $7.50, I believe. And then next is coming up quicker than I thought, is $6.35 for Rock and Roller Coaster. We can scan in at $6.30. I am so excited to get to see what sequences we have. Anything but space whales and anything but the 3 urgent transmissions that we've had for a long time. Hopefully one that we can't usually get, one of the rare characters.
Drop the flight and supervise your jump.
I'm not actually the captain.
We're looking for this rebel spy. Have you seen him?
No one on this transport could possibly be a spy.
This is the speeder we're looking for.
The transmission. Now what?
It is Admiral Akbar. By now you know that our Star Speeder is carrying an agent vital to our rebel cause.
Rebel Spy! I need to look at my film to see if it caught one of my faces. I couldn't really tell because I was trying to make sure that I captured that I was actually the Rebel Spy. So I was wondering if it was that face or this face, my Jenna Marbles face. I don't know, but the fact, y'all, I think it works. Do not put your glasses on and make some kind of a face. My face is dumb all the time, so I don't have to work that hard, but make a face or something like that. Y'all, it is almost time to scan in already for Rock and Roller Coaster, but I'm a little parched. I need a little sippy. So I should be at the hydration station getting some water, but I'm really feeling a Coke Zero. So I think I'm gonna find a Coke Zero, and then we are gonna make our way over to Rock and Roller Coaster, and I have to ride in row 5. Because I was talking to one of the cast members and they were talking about how even though they love riding in the front or in the back, that row 5, you really get to feel the acceleration because that's where the launch device sits on the train. And I really want to feel what that's like. So I think we may get row 5 or try to ask for row 5 today. And then we'll get to experience that. So drink, Rock and Roller Coaster, see you there. I may have to triple fact check this, but aside from walking around Pandora at night, I think this is my second favorite nighttime view, and especially now at dusk with the way that the sun is hitting the tower, the way that it makes the color change just a little bit. There's a slight glow to the tower. It is beautiful. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Y'all, I try not to drink that much soda, but there is just something about a crispy Coke Zero late in the day after you have been walking around all day that just really does it. This is delicious. This is gonna get me through the rest of the evening. All right. There's no way I'm gonna drink this by the time I get on Rock and Roller Coaster because we can scan it right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, and this is another line I am so glad to be skipping. Wow, this line has been getting long at the end of the nights. Wow! This same exact thing happened last night. I'm not sure what's going on at the end of the evenings, but Rock and Roller Coaster's line has been getting so long at the end of the night. I don't know when this started happening, if it's because it's cheer season, but this is bonkers. It went up to 75. That is probably going to be about right for this, but wow! Oh, biscuits, I'm exhausted. But we made it over here to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, one of my favorite attractions. And then after this, we also have Millennium Falcon and we have Alien Swirling Saucers. Now, I've been peeking over at Magic Kingdom and at Epcot, and a lot of those attractions are showing out, but if we've learned anything today with Multipass, it's that things can show out and they will pop up. Time to get an incredible ride on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch! Now, let's
Backyard with all you new toys. This is definitely my finest hour. Welcome!
Slinky Dog's the fastest toy in this here parks.
Here we go.
Daddy Kylo, hello. I know you're hiding in there somewhere, always on the hide and looking at you from above to feel like he is the bigger man. This is another one of those Disney moments that will never get old no matter how many times you walk in to see it. The design, the engineering, the masterpiece behind this is beyond words. And the fact that you can walk around at night and you see so many people with their lightsabers taking pictures, doing battles that are oftentimes choreographed, makes it that much more special. I am so excited for a season of The Force coming up at Disneyland here pretty soon. But for now, let's get on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run and let's see what role we get. Ah, the Falcon's taking off! Wait for me, Chewie! 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 I thought we were back. Oh, she broke. Get back to work, Chewie. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Oh my goodness, it is so loud. One thing that I really like about going through the queue is that you get the pre-show. The pre-show for this, I feel like we don't talk about it enough. Between the Hondo animatronic, which is mind-blowing, and again, I feel like it gets overshadowed. I really enjoy this pre-show. I really enjoy the inside of this queue, and I'm excited to get to go through this way rather than the single rider line where you don't get to see anything.
Welcome, welcome. What a fine-looking group of flying professionals. You remind me of me, but without the bounty on your heads.
Biscuits, we're the pilot. Wish us luck.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuiden a los niños.
Watch it! This will be easy, eh? Weapons are online. Left pilot, get it.
Barb? I made it to the Upside Down. I'm not sure how I got here in the first place, so if you don't see me for a while, that's where I am, but where's Barb? Barb! Barb! Where's Barb? Barb, seriously, like this whole hide and seek act is getting really tired, my goodness. I know I slayed that. I had one little whoopsie daisy in there, but for the most part, I think I was flawless. We got ranked a pirate. It went very, very well. The pilot next to me that was up is down, down is up, did exceptionally well. That was a great time. And I had no expectation of being the pirate either. Am I going the right way, dudes? I feel like I've been walking for an eternity. I think this is it. Y'all, I think I went the wrong way. No, oh. Y'all, I went the, oh, I missed the exit. Y'all, it literally is the Upside Down in here. My goodness. Well, that's on me. Anyway, it went well. Let's go to Alien Swirling Saucers. Oh, got it, wow, I really went out of the way. Wait a minute, yes, exit this way. It's time for bed, my goodness. How many times have I said my goodness in the last couple of minutes? I think too many. And just like that, we have found ourselves at the very last lightning lane of the night here at Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom down, Hollywood Studios slayed. No Beauty and the Beast, no Frozen. I need to look to see what else we perhaps did not do, but I'm gonna break this all down after we do this, but I am just completely in shock at how much we were able to accomplish today at impromptu multi-pass day with nothing booked, nothing prepared, nothing pre-planned, and we were still able to manage to book every big attraction in both of those parks. If that doesn't define slay, I'm not really sure what does at this point, y'all. Let's get on Alien Swirling Saucers. Alien Swirling Saucers, like Mater Shankar Jamboree, is always going to have the biggest soft spot. What is that saying? I'm always going to have the biggest soft spot in my heart for both of those attractions. Swirling Saucers at night with the music and the lights and the neon, it alters the experience in a way that daytime really doesn't do that, and Mater's is the exact same way. I love those attractions. I love just how fun they are, and I am going to be one of those people that when I eventually make it to Japan and I get to go on Baymax, A, I'm going to be there all day, B, I'm going to be dressing up, C, I'm going to be joining the tribe and I will be learning all of the choreography and I will be dancing and cheering along the entire time I am there one of the days. I'm coming for it. I love these attractions. They are so much fun, and what a great way to cap out the night. Wow, wow, wow. What a day, and all I have is one word to say. Slay! Now look, I'm not gonna go out and say that I am immediately a fan of Multipass. I'm going to have to luck or skill this to see if this was just a lucky happenstance where the stars were just aligning, or if this is something that typically happens. For me to know that I can potentially book Multipass the day of and have a successful day like this gives me a lot of hope, because one of the stressful things about being here at Walt Disney World is all of the advanced planning you have to do, from your reservations to Multipass being 7 days or 3 days. It makes it so difficult to be able to come to the parks, to be present, and to be in the moment, and to be able to detach away from your phone so you can just exist in these parks. And while I still very much had to exist on my phone today, that's pretty much because I was putting myself to the ultimate test. Just how much can I accomplish doing the day of going into the park late with Multipass? And it was an unbelievable success with all of the rides we got. I think in total, it ended up being 13 lightning lanes on the day, which starting a little before noon, and it is now, I think it's a little after 8 p.m. Y'all, that's an incredible day. That rivals any other day that I have used Genie Plus, that I have used Multipass, and for now, for the time being, I'm going to say that I'm a little bit of a fan. But again, we got to luck or skill it, and we got to try it again. But let's break down some of the things I did today to make it successful. The secret sauce of the sleigh today, y'all, is actually really, really simple. It is the art of the refresh and being persistent. So I would recommend that you book the rides before the shows. The rides are typically going to go before the shows. That being said, I did not even close. Not, thank you. She asked if I was famous. That is hilarious. So I started with Lion King to see if it was possible to access the bench seats, and what I learned is that in most cases, those benches in front of the stage are invite if you're invited by one of the guests that is associated with the show. So that was something that I did learn. However, scanning in early and being there early will secure you a really, really good seat on either the elephant side or the lion side, which is my preferred space to be. And then aside from that, again, I was just persistent checking and refreshing. I did have to be on my phone a lot, but I also didn't have to spend as much time as I thought I would trying to get those earlier lightning lanes. Rock and Roller Coaster was the one ride of the day that gave me some grief. I had to go after that one for at least 40 to 45 minutes before I got that earlier time to pop up. I missed it the first time. So that is going to be the secret to success, whether you are booking it day of, whether you are booking it 3 days, whether you are booking it a week. It is going to be patience and persistence in hitting that refresh button to see if you can get those earlier times. It seemed like times were getting dropped and relayered in throughout the entirety of the day, and that shows in the quantity of the rides that I got that are all some of the most popular rides in all of Walt Disney World. So once again, I'm going to say it for my biscuits in the back. Slay! Thank you so much for coming along on my Lightning Lane Challenge Day. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And as always, I'm Jeremy, but you can call me Jerendelle, and I will see you at the parks. Bye!